Some breaking news now. We're told a baby has been found dead in a hot
child
car.
trapped in suffocating heat.
A 4-year-old boy died after being found unresponsive in a vehicle.
Last night in Houston, a 7-month-old died in a hot car.
A 3-year-old died from being left in a hot car. She was left inside this truck for 2 to 3 hours when temperatures were near 100 degrees.
It's one of the hardest losses you could ever imagine. And the guilt and the sadness that you feel losing a family member who is very much loved and very much wanted, it has a lot of pain. My brother and sister-in-law were getting ready to go on a family vacation, and they were out of routine that day by leaving Charlie home. My brother-in-law came home and went about his work day. He had unintentionally left Charlie in the car. He received a phone call from my sister-in-law and asked, "Where's Charlie?" which triggered his response to go check the car. And at that point, he had realized that Charlie had succumbed to the Arizona heat. We didn't realize that this really can happen to anybody. The heat in Arizona is brutal and cars heat up quickly, and it was something that you don't think can ever happen to you, and it can. So we want to make sure that people of all demographics, of all walks of life, realize that kids get locked in cars, and it can happen, and it can happen to any family. So we want to use Charlie as an example to hopefully allow other families to be aware and prevent other deaths.
Hi, my name is Eric Arias, captain with the Tempe Fire Medical Rescue Department. We're going to see what happens in a hot car when we drive it to a store with the air conditioner running. We're going to time it now and see what happens over the next few minutes. Currently, we're at 70 degrees. Now we'll allow the car to sit as if we left the car off in a parking lot of the store. Our ambient temperature is 100 degrees. We're at approximately 5 minutes. We're at 119 degrees. We're 20 minutes in. The outside temperature is still 100 degrees and hasn't changed. The inside temperature at 20 minutes is now 138 degrees. It's important to note in the first 5 minutes we jumped 50 degrees. No period of time is safe for a child or a pet to be left in a car. Children can't regulate their temperature. That's who we're most concerned about when it comes to summer times with being left in a vehicle. Some of the things that happen to a child is their temperature encroaches upon that 104, 105 range. They start to feel the effects of it. Once their internal temperature reaches 108, they start to have irreversible damage, brain damage, organ failure, and those are the things that we see when children are left in cars. People travel with pets. One of the things we know about pets compared to humans is dogs can't regulate their temperature. They have the inability to sweat. So dogs tend to crash pretty quickly as well, and people think they're durable and strong animals. The fact is, if they can't get into shade and cool themselves with water or be indoors, they're going to have the same exact symptoms and eventually succumb to the heat.
One of the biggest things I think is to look before you lock your vehicle and walk away from it. Double check the back seat, double check the front seat. Keeping other items in the back seat that you might need during your daily routine, such as your cell phone or your purse or something you might need for work. So it forces you to also go to that back seat. KidsInCars.org has designated their entire website to creating awareness, building laws in to help vehicles have safety precautions, and getting families and agencies familiar with kids in cars.
In Arizona, temperatures rise very quickly. On average, 38 children die every year after being left in a vehicle. Even the best parents and/or caregivers can have tragic accidents. So as a reminder, always look before you lock.